Hello everybody and welcome on today's video. Today we are going to have a look at this little yew, just to do some maintenance and see what's needed to be done in this season. So first of all we will start with a top view of the tree, and this is the front, and as you see the branches are nicely emerging in all the outer directions, and as you might see, some of the new growth is very extended already, and it is especially the new growth on the tips of the branches that extend, and that's something I would like to change a little. So now that the tips are still light green and quite weak, I'm going to remove half of the new growth on the outer parts, just to stop these buds from growing and give a chance to this little bud to open. It will be much easier for this bud to open now that I removed another one on the same branch. Here you see there is a completely new bud emerging, and I think it is in an interesting position, so I'm going to leave it for the time being. Here you see in the top branch there is a big bud opening here. I can remove this, and you see here are new buds too, so these I will not touch, especially because they're on the apex. The tree will do its very best to open these up, so by removing the outer tips, new little buds will open. This branch has lots of new growth, which is very fine, and if I remove this old branch and maybe remove a needle, this new bud can take over and will give me a much better foliage, younger, and same here. I have a bud here, so this is no longer needed. There is a little shoot pointing to the inside of the tree, which is not something I need, so even if it is a new bud, I'm going to remove it completely. And here under there's a new shoot, so I'm going to look where it comes from. And it's really not coming down, it's from this, so I'm going to leave it and give this one some room. Okay, and I'm just pinching back the outer buds. So in this spot I have, on this branch, I have a new bud emerging from here, which is very nice. I have a small bud that is trying to open, but well, quite little, and I have two buds here. So I'm going to take back this whole little branch here and then reduce this one. I already did it. So now I'm sure that these buds are going to open, and instead of having the foliage up to here, it will end up here, which is of course much better. Okay, so watch the visual effect here. This you see is an old branch, 1 or 2 years old, and if I lower the camera, you can see there are two branches under it. So I prefer to have 2 new shoots instead of 1 old, so I will have to remove this first. That's the old one, and I don't have to do it in one cut. I prefer to see what I'm doing. Yeah, so this is the old one, and now I have 2 new, which are going to be in some difficulty if I don't remove the wire. And now I have 2 little branches, which is perfect. They're at the end of the branch, and I'm going to remove just the terminal bud, and same here. And this way, little buds like this one, or like this one, which is a little hidden, can open. It is always, when you do a work like this, interesting to have a look at the wiring, because if the wire starts to cut in, it is time to remove it. So the pinching on this new buds is done now, and well, going to take my tweezers and get rid of all the fallen needles and remove some of the little weeds, which is no big deal, but you have to understand that if you do not remove little weeds, they will become very big weeds, and when you remove big weeds, you will have big roots to remove too, and it will distract your soil and cause maybe problems for the roots of your little bonsai tree. It's like with a car. If you have a little noise, it will be a little cost. If you have a big noise, well, that's not good. So you see, if you do it on a regular basis, it's, well, no work at all. So this is the foliage mass I removed. You see, it is really quite nothing, but it will be a very big difference for this tree. So now the new buds, which are everywhere on this tree, even on quite old wood, can open and will form new branches, so that later in the season I can do, by trimming, a little selection of what I need and start to build these nice foliage pads, because the top of the branches is still quite, well, there's no green on it, and that's what you really want. You want to close these foliage pads to have nice plateaus of green. So I'll give you a quick 360 to finish this video. See a little bud here. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.